Anje. Anje. That's one of my favorite Rolling Stones songs. Hey, welcome to the Commander's Crypt. Today we've got an awesome video for you today. Today we're going to talk about CEDH build of Anje Falkenrath. I like this deck. It's a lot of fun to play. It's very one-dimensional, but I've looked at other lists and I've added some plan Bs to it myself, so I hope you like it. Hey, if you're watching right now, if you like Commander, if you're subscribed, you are my friend. We just have not met yet here at the Commander's Crypt. We're trying to make a Commander community, not just have a Commander channel. I love Commander. I love playing it. I love doing it. I love talking about it. I love the product. Well, except for that 30th anniversary debacle that came out. But anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that right now. But so Anje Falkenrath, one black, Rakdos and one. She has haste. She says, discard a card, draw a card. Whenever you discard a card, if it has madness, untap Anje. She's a 1/3. I always think that she flies for some reason, so don't fall. And other people have told me that too. She does not fly, so do not fall into that trap. So basically, with Anje Falkenrath, what you do is you've got 39 madness cards in this deck that basically allow you to filter through and get the pieces that you need. By being able to filter and move through the deck, the 39 cards, it basically subtracts 39 cards from the deck. But then it also, those cards have utilitarian purposes that you could use for other things. So it's really, really good. It's really cool. I like it. So without further ado, we will get into it. So there's Anje looking all hot. There's so what you're going to do now is, if you want to build this optimally, what you want to do is you want to get her rolling quickly. You want her out first, second, or third turn. And third turn kills are very easy to do with this deck. So you're going to have Chrome Mox. You imprint that with a black or red card. It'll give you extra mana. Mox Amber is another 0 casting cost artifact that allows you to have red or black once Anje is out. Mana Vault, because it's awesome. This is going to allow you to power your things that you need later, like a Grindstone, which I will show you. Next, you've got a Soul Ring, because Soul Ring, now, of course, if you are in a 1v1 situation, you got to take Soul Ring out. But in a pot of 4, it is a must-have. Next, we've got Mana Crypt, kind of the same thing. Jeweled Amulet to help you speed up your mana. And then after that, now, of course, you could put other stuff in there like Dark Rituals, yada, yada, yada. The Anje combo is so cheap, which I will show you. You may not need it. So Alchemist Greeting. Now I'm going to show you the suite of creature kill that's in this deck. What these cards do, again, they help you filter with Anje, but they also have utilitarian toolbox purposes. If there's a problematic commander or creature out there, you could madness this for 1 red and 1, and that will allow you to kill a problematic commander, but then also it replaces itself with Anje. Next is Murderous Compulsion for madness, 1 black and 1, destroy target tap creature. So this thing is a sorcery, or it could be used as an instant if you use it in its madness capacity. Next is Call to the Netherworld, 1 black. What this does is it has a 0 madness cost of 0. And what it does is it helps you filter your cards, but then also, if you have a black card in your graveyard that you want to take out for some reason, then you can do it. Another madness card. It could help you keep Anje going. If you are madnessing and you run out of madness, you can then, for 0, put a black madness card in your hand and then have Anje do it again and reset her and start filtering again. Nightshade Assassin. Now, if I'm going too fast, just hit the pause button and read the cards. She also helps you kill problematic commanders or creatures out there early game. Ichor Slick, same thing. It's a sorcery, but it can also be cycled or you could use it at instant speed once you do the madness thing and replenish itself. Big game hunter, you're never going to cast this, but for madness and 1 black, you can destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. It can't be regenerated, so that's good. Dark Withering, madness of 1, destroy target non-black creature. Again, helps you kill problematic creatures. Voldaren Pariah, she's a big blocker for 3 black. She comes out as a 3/3, but then when you sacrifice 3 creatures, you get to flip her, and when she flips, what happens is target opponent sacrifices 3 creatures. Then we've got the Tutoring Suite in the deck. What this does is your tutors are going to help you get your tutor pieces for your World Gorger, Animate Dead combo, or to fill up your hand with madness cards, which you could then slap down to filter down even more. It ad nauseum allows you to use your life as a resource to dig for your answers, for your combo pieces, for your tutors, or for more madness cards to keep filtering. Grim Tutor, the slowest tutor in here. Divining Witch, he's also slow, but you could at least play him second turn, first turn even, really, with this deck, and then use his ability and start digging down into your deck to get your combo piece. Of course, you're already going to have the one in your hand. You'll be searching for the other one with Divining Witch. Profane Tutor, I've got it in here because it's cheap. You could play this first turn, and then it's got a suspend of 2, and then it becomes a Demonic Tutor. Vampiric Tutor, 1 black, pay 2 life. That card goes on the top of your deck, and with Anje, you can draw it immediately. Same thing with Imperial Seal. Same thing, but it's sorcery speed, but you could put it in your hand right away with Anje. Plunge into Darkness, another tutor type effect that allows you to dig into your cards and grab things that you need. The Mere Machinations, it has Transmute. I don't see people playing with these enough. They're very cheap tutors. I know tutors are expensive. The best ones are. So for 3 mana, you can transmute and search for a card with a CMC of 3. So that'll allow you to go get your Necromancy, which is an aura that will power your World Gorger Dragon combo. Next is Shred Memory. Same thing, but it allows you to get a CMC of 2. So it allows you to get your Animate Dead or Dance with the Dead. Shred Memory also helps you get your Painter's Servant, which is a plan B, which I will show you. And Tainted Pack, another tutor type spell in this deck to help you get your combo pieces. Demonic Tutor, Demonic, Iconic, Necropotence, 3 black pips. It allows you to use your life resource to dig for stuff that you need. Sensei's Divining Top, not a tutor, but it allows you to fix the cards at the top of your deck to more effectively use Anje Falkenrath. Next, we've got Entomb. What Entomb does is, at instant speed, allows you to put a creature in your graveyard, so it's another tutor. If you have an Animate Dead in your hand, you could fire this off and have your World Gorger combo go off. Gamble. It's a gamble. The best use of this card in this deck is to gamble for a World Gorger Dragon. So therefore, you could even be hellbent, no cards in your hand, cast this and toss your World Gorger Dragon into your graveyard. But it is also another tutor, probably the only tutor Red has. And now we're going to get into the auras that allow you to power your World Gorger Dragon loop. Dance of the Dead, Necromancy. The good thing about Necromancy is it can be fired off instant speed. So if you need to instantly do something with World Gorger Dragon, you can do it. Animate Dead. And then the daddy of the Mac Daddies, World Gorger Dragon. 3 red and 3. Flying Trample. When he enters the battlefield, exile all other permanents you control. When he leaves the battlefield, return the exiled cards to the battlefield under their owner's control. So everybody knows about this one. World Gorger Dragon and Animate Dead. You work this combo. Cast Animate Dead, target World Gorger Dragon. It comes into play. And then when it comes into play, Animate Dead goes away. World Gorger Dragon goes back into the graveyard. Animate Dead comes back into play, brings it back out. And now you can tap your mana, your lands for mana, put it in your mana pool, and then everything phases out. When they phase back in, you can keep doing it, and you can keep filtering with Anje Falkenrath. Works very, very well. It's a lot of fun. Then we've got Kozilek, Butcher of Truth in here. What he does is, with your World Gorger Dragon, it allows you to loop your graveyard. So, you play your World Gorger Dragon with Kozilek, Butcher of Truth, and you can keep looping your graveyard and use certain kill spells in here over and over again. Sun-Scorched Desert, that's a card that's in here that when World Gorger Dragon loops all your lands, you can pew, 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 machine gun all your buddies to victory. And then you've got Impact Tremor, same thing with World Gorger Dragon. What you can do is use the dragon, stack it to where Impact Tremors comes in first, and then with your Anje and World Gorger Dragon, machine gun everybody to victory. And then that's pretty much it as far as that combo. That's all the support cards for that combo. Now we're going to have the other 37 or 35 or so madness cards that help you filter through the deck, but then also have utilitarian purposes. Twins of Mauer State, Madness, 1 black and 2, 3/5 creature. You could flash her into block, Distemper of the Blood. Gisa's Bidding, put 2 black zombie creature tokens on the battlefield at instant speed for 3 and combine your hand from under the floorboards, Madness and X. This could be good to populate your board for sacrifice creatures, which I'll show you later. Strom Occultist, another madness card. And then you've got Curse of Fool's Wisdom. What he does is you can madness him out. If your opponents are ahead of you, you can madness this out and slow them down that way. There was also a Blazing Root Walla in here. And Biting Rain. All creatures get -2/-2 madness, but with a utilitarian purpose. Razaketh the Foul-Blooded. I've got him in here because he's another tutor, per se. Let's say that, you got him in your hand and you discard him with Anje, and then you Animate Dead him, and now you got a big old blocker. And if you got other creatures, and it's easy to do in this deck with the quick madness, cheap creatures you can put out, you could sacrifice them to tutor for stuff. Or you could sacrifice himself to tutor for that piece that you need. Archfiend of Spite, he's madness, but he's also utilitarian. He's a 6/6 flyer for 5 at instant speed that replenishes your hand. Shadow Grange Archfiend. You're never going to cast him, but he's madness. So you play him, madness, and 8 life. You could just flip him into your graveyard if you want, for the madness ability to keep filtering, or you can use him to make your opponent sacrifice the creature with the greatest power. So if somebody's playing an indestructible Eldrazi or something, they have to kill it, and you get life for whatever it is. So you get paid back pretty much what your life is going to be paid, but then also you might even net some life. Malevolent Whispers, very good. Madness filtering ability, but also allows you to take somebody's creature with madness really fast if they're about to do something that you don't want them to do, or you can take it and use it to beat themselves with their own creature. Psychotic Haze, Weirded Vampire, Angie's Ravager, Brain Gorgers, Blood Mad Vampire, all creatures that you can put out for cheap. Incorrigible Utes, the 2 Utes, Bloodhall Priest, and then Asylum Visitor, Psychotic Episode. This actually allows you to look at a player's hand, so it gives you intelligence, but then also you can put their worst card into their library. Grave Scrabbler, Stencia Masquerade, Insatiable Gorgers, Gorgon Recluse. She's also in the kill spell deal. You could madness her, block with it, and kill something that's problematic. Senseless Rage. Muck Drub. Muck Drub's really good in this deck because for 1 black and 2, you can, if somebody's targeting your World Gorger Dragon combo or something and you want them doing that, you can use this as a backup plan to make them target Muck Drub instead of your World Gorger Dragon. The weakness of the World Gorger Dragon deck combo is if somebody kills your World Gorger Dragon while it's looping, all your permanents will be exiled. So Muck Drub and another card in here is a good thing to back up your World Gorger Dragon combo. And there it is, Strength of Lunacy. Same thing, if somebody's tries to swords your World Gorger Dragon while you're doing your combo, you can madness out this at instant speed and make them pro-white and stop that from happening. Next is the kill cards. Fiery Temper deals 3 damage to target creature or player. So you could loop this with your Kozilek loop and Anje loop and keep bolting somebody for 3. Avison's Judgment. You can put a bunch of mana, infinite mana, into your mana pool and then kill the whole table with this one. And Violent Eruption. That's an instant. It also early can be part of the kill creature suite, but also it could be used as a win con in this deck. You just keep looping. Same thing with Alms of the Vein. You can basically bolt somebody for 3, give yourself 3 life. Reckless Worm. He's just there for his madness and to block. And then we've got Gaia Reach Sanitarium. So with Gaia Reach Sanitarium, I've got this in here because what it does is it allows you to, let's say you're filtering with Anje looking for something and you stall. You could pay to tap this and then draw a card. If it's a madness card, you discard it right away and you reset Anje, and then she goes off trying to do her madness thing again, or at least, filter 1 more card. Now, this deck is notorious for being a one-trick pony. If your plan A doesn't work, let's say that somebody's got a Leyline of the Void out or a Tormod's Crypt, and you know you're not going to be able to get your World Gorger Dragon combo off. What you can do is you can go for your plan B. You can use the Painter's Servant with the Grindstone. It's an old combo, an oldie but a goodie. Painter's Servant allows you to make all cards that are in play a certain color. And then Grindstone says for 3, tap it. Target player mills a card. If they're the same colors, they keep going until there's no more cards left. So this deck is well known for being a one-trick pony. So I put a plan B in there instead, but also it could be a plan A. If you draw them both in your first hand, then you just work this and start Death Starring opponents, second or third or fourth turn, take out the worst opponents that are going to give you the most problems first, of course, and then you go around the table. Or if you just have one of them in your hand and a tutor, then, go for that. So next we've got Urza's Saga. That's in there because it gives you a colorless mana. Then Second Saga, it makes you a construct. There's a lot of artifacts in here. And then the Third Saga allows you to go get your Mana Crypt or your Soul Ring for free. Put it into play. So there you go. I hope you liked my Anje Falkenrath build. I love making these videos, and I hope you like them half as much as I like making them. I'm actually in Tokyo right now. I'm an airline pilot, and I do these videos sometimes when I'm on these trips. So what I'm getting at is I have some other channels out there. One's called Travelers in the World. Go check it out. Go check it out. I've got 50 videos on there of all the major cities of the world that I've been to. So go subscribe. We'll put a link and a picture here on the video. Also, I've got a new channel coming out called the Braden, Braden. That's going to be our Bradgelina name. The Brad and Jaden Experiment. It's I think you're going to like it. It's a Joe Rogan type talk show. So that's it. I'm going to get on out of here. I hope you liked my quick Anje Falkenrath video, and we will see you on the next Commander's Crypt New Orleans.